Okay, and welcome back to Duck Solar Gaming and Farming Simulator 22 mod review. Today I'm very proud to announce that we are reviewing from JFL Modding their converted Kenworth K200. This is a wonderful model that we certainly use at Duck Solar Gaming in FS19 quite a lot. And we're very happy to see it back. And we're going to showcase that today. And as you can see, we've got a couple of different variations that are going to be available to us in this model. And they look pretty schmick with a couple of good Aussie liveries there. And we're very keen to have a look at these and get these out on our maps. Now, these are only available from JFL Modding's Facebook page. The link will be down below in the comments. And please make sure that you get your mods from the original modders upload links. I am going to have another video out shortly about not only Simply Safe mods, but also a new Discord that showcases mods that are placed there by the modders themselves. So that way you actually get the direct links and you're not going through these mod stealing aggregation sites or those modders that actually do the wrong thing and make mods or convert mods very poorly. Anyway, it's not the case with this mod. This is JFL's K200 and we're going to get straight into it by hopping straight into the store and going through and having a look at all the options. I will also jump into one of the trucks and take it for a bit of a drive with a loaded trailer or two. And just sort of showcase that so you can see the performance of it. But it does generally run pretty well. A couple of notes, though, that JFL have put on here. There are warnings for console, but nothing to worry about. This is obviously a PC Mac mod. It's not available for consoles. There is a lag spike as well, but if you do a restart of the game, once it's been in once, then it should generate itself okay. And it is a high poly model, so if you've got a very low, pardon the pun, potato machine, then you may have trouble with having any of these or multiples of these on your map. So just take those notes as a bit of caution. All right, so standard features of them: color selectable cab, frame, fuel tanks, wheels and details. There's 5 axle configurations: a 4x6, a 4x8 short, a 4x8 long, 6x8 and 6x10. We have 3 bumpers, 1 with a bull bar, coloured and chrome guards, 3 exhaust options, 2 fuel tank options, Alcoa and spider wheels, 5 skins options, 4 standard, 1 pearl. Any RTA K200 skin will work, just save over existing skin. 2 visors with bug deflector, 3 cab layouts. Whew. And the new features are cab suspension, seat suspension, working gear shifter, 18-speed Eaton Fuller gearbox, new sounds built from scratch, and new wheels and tyres. Right, I'm out of breath. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. Let's get into it and have a look. All right, so under our trucks, we're going to come across and we're going to find our K200. So by default, $215,000 to buy, 485 900 horsepower power plant, Eaton Fuller 18-speed gearbox, 800-litre fuel tank, 100 km per hour maximum speed, 7.6 tonne, and leasing is $50 per day. All right, I'm going to go and have a look at the customization of it, and you'll see this wonderful looking truck. And I say it's wonderful, and I don't lie. I think it's a wonderful looking truck. I like the snub nose Kenworth. Anyway, axle configs, as we said before, we got a 4x6, we got a 4x8 short, we have a 4x8 long, and we have a 6x8, and then we have a 6x10. Right, there we go. Fantastic. All right, cabin design. We have a plain cab. We have skin 1, which is Doolan's Transport. Skin 2, Lindsay Transport, my personal favourite, but for those of you that know me a little bit better will know the reason for that. Thurwood, Melbourne Transport Company. Toll Logistics. And this one here is, I don't think it actually has a name on it, but it's just a fairly generic and standard sort of livery, but it looks very, very nice. And I remember growing up seeing a number of trucks painted something similar to this quite regularly. All right, the guards. We have coloured guards. We have the chrome guards, and that's the options we have available for that. The cabin config. We have options available with normal, the rear flare and spoiler, and back to normal. Okay. For the bull bar, as we said before, we have the chrome small bumper, the colour small bumper, the chrome large bumper, the colour large bumper, the sign bumper OS, sign bumper OS and bull bar, sign bumper RT, sign bumper RT and bull bar, and then back to the chrome small. Okay, exhaust pipes. We have the single as our option. We then have the twin and straight 1, twin and straight 2, twin and curved 1, twin and curved 2. We've got nice options there for the exhaust as well. Options haven't stopped yet. Over to the visor. So have a look here at the visor. We have by default the chrome round. We then have a coloured round. So we can change the colour of that, which we'll get to shortly. We have the chrome round and bug. So it's got the bug deflector here at the front. The coloured round and bug. And then back to the chrome square. I'm just going to leave it on that one there for a minute. Fuel tanks. We have an option between the round tanks or the square tanks. Now, if I also change it back to the other configuration, you see how you got the fuel tank actually is positioned and size changes in relation to the configuration of the axles, which I think is fantastic as well. All right. So we've done the fuel tank. The engine setup. So we start at the 485 horsepower, the X15. We then got to 525, 600, 900, then back to the 485. So the 900 will actually cost you $50,500 extra. That bumps the price up to $283,500 plus the other options we've got there at the moment. The wheel setup, 2 wheel options we have available, the standard and then the option that I think everyone should have, and that's the spiders. And I think the spiders look fantastic. So what I tend to do is, just as an example, I tend to also like running around with the toll version, and then I'll take the spiders and I will take the spider color option and I'll put basically the toll color in there. See, like that. And I can also change my detail color, which we're going to get to shortly. And there we have a nice toll truck. Anyway. All right. So then we come down to the color setup, which is what we're just doing then. We have our main color, which is currently set to white. We can change that to teal as well, or we might change it out to the orange just so we can see where the changes are. So in this configuration, it's just on the visor. If I change the configuration, of course, yeah, there we go. To the plain cab, we can see that where the color options are going to come into it. The detail color, I changed it to purple, so that's obviously the details, including the guards. So we can change that. For instance, we can put that into a nice orange as well if we wanted to. The tank color, so we currently got it sitting in chrome. We could make it white, or we could indeed make it a color that matches the rest of the truck. So we could put in a burnt orange or something, or any color we so desire. The spider color, again, all these wonderful colors to choose from. We got metallics, we got smooth, we got plum crazy. All right, so you got all these different colors we can choose from, which is fantastic. And of course, the rim color we can change as well, but that will only take effect when you actually have the non-spider. So if I change the spider there, spider color then obviously is not going to work because you don't have the spider. So those two, the last two there, the spider color and rim color, are independent of each other. It's just dependent upon the wheels you have selected. So there you go. That's it. Lovely looking model. I can't say I've noticed any problems. I mean, apart from the spelling errors in the actual menu here for exhaust and the guards, I can't say I've actually found any real major problems with the model at all in using it. And I congratulate JFL for another smashing mob out here for us to use. I know this mod is actually pretty popular. I know there's a lot of people like the K200. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to jump over in one of the trucks. We're going to hook it up to a trailer that's loaded and go for a bit of a drive. I'm only going to do it via keyboard, so just be aware it's not going to be done with a wheel. But it'll just give you an idea of how it performs, and we'll have a look in cab and all that sort of stuff as we're driving along. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. We are with our truck out in the little plains area we have here, a little testing area. And we've got 2 of our JFL Lusty trailers fully loaded with wheat, just to sort of showcase the performance of it and all that sort of stuff. I have got the HUD turned off still. I'm not going to bring it back on for the moment, but rest assured it'll perform and do the speeds as we sort of said it will. But probably the most important thing is just to listen to it and then just watch the performance of it. So we'll get the engine started and we'll get that cracked over right now. Got a nice sound. All right, now when we take off, you actually do hear the engine and the truck itself labouring a little bit under the full load, and it does perform in that regard as you'd expect to. It's a little bit slow in taking off. It's not one of these mods where it's been overpowered. In fact, as soon as you put your foot in the accelerator, it just takes off at maximum speed. It does take a bit of time to get up to speed, go through the gears and all that sort of stuff, but it does perform really well in that regard. So we're nowhere near 100k an hour yet, because we're still building up our way through. But as you can see, we have no problem at all with manoeuvring with it. It will labour as you would expect with the load, and as it gets in a tight turn, it will sort of start to drag down a bit, and also drags down when you let go of the key. But apart from that, the performance of it is as expected. I'm just going to jump in cab now, and we can have a look at what's going on in cab. There we go, there's the rear view mirrors. You see they're replicating what the actual view is nicely, which is fantastic. Same on the other side. Moving gear stick. As you can see, our RPM, our speed, all that sort of stuff is working there, and that is what we'd expect as well. But overall, it's a fantastic model again from JFL, to the high standards I would expect from them, coming out with their lusty trailers and everything else they've brought to us over the years. And I would just like to thank them for taking the time to bring these models to us, because without our modders, we wouldn't have these wonderful things to use. Unfortunately, like I said before, for our PC and Mac viewers, this is a perfect addition for the farm for you in FS22. And unfortunately for our console friends, you won't be getting anything like this, just purely from the fact it's such a high poly model. You just wouldn't make it through the Giants testing and all that sort of stuff to go onto a console. But there you have it. That is the Kenworth K200 by JFL Modding. As I said, the link will be down below in the comments. It's available only from the JFL Modding Facebook page, but I strongly recommend this as another great model to add to your list of mods for Farming Simulator 22. If you have any questions or anything in relation to the mod, then don't forget you can certainly contact me via either the comments down below or via Discord, and of course hit up JFL as well on their JFL Modding page on Facebook, which is at JFL Modding. Nice and simple. All right, thanks again JFL. Thanks again everyone for watching. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duck Solid Gaming for more Farming Simulator 22 mod reviews. See you all later. Bye.